Hi everyone. I'm gonna wait for some people to come on and then I'm gonna start this live. I only have about a half an hour before I go to my salsa class. So just gonna wait for some people to get on. Hello. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'm just gonna wait for some people to come on and then I'll start my live. Hello. Just gonna give some more people time to come on. I hope everyone is doing great. I am doing fabulous. I am back to normal. I wanted to give you guys an update on everything that's going on. So I figured let me get on and hey, how are you, Rachel? Oh, thank you. I'm doing great. I'm fabulous. So I'm going to give you guys a whole life update. It's been a while. And I know the last video I had posted on my YouTube and Instagram, Instagram, YouTube, and on here was about my, my blood pressure and episodes I was having with like passing out and everything. But I'm going to give you guys all a whole life update. I'm going to talk about my weight gain, weight loss, weightlifting, exercise, loose skin, plastic surgery. I'm going to talk about as much as I can in half an hour because I have a salsa class to go to and I have to leave at 8. So if anybody has any questions, go ahead and throw them down here and I will answer as much as I can. So for anyone who doesn't know me, because I don't expect anyone to know me, my name is Sue Lady, also known as Sue Lady VSG. I hope everyone is doing great. I miss you all so much. So just a little bit about me for anyone who has never heard of me. I had VSG weight loss surgery with Dr. Salcedo at Pompeii Surgical, March 8th, 2019. I am almost 2 years out. My highest weight was 311.8 pounds. My lowest weight, and that was in March of 2019. Hi, Precious. How far out are you? I am almost 2 years out. March 8th, I'll be 2 years out. So I started off at 311 pounds, and my lowest weight back in October or September was 134. I am now 150, which is purposely done. So even though I personally want to get back down to the 130s, 120s as my ending weight, I started weightlifting. And when you weightlift, you gain muscle. And you also, your body, it changes completely. So I have purposely been changing my food regimen. And right now I'm at 150, which I am very happy at. I actually feel like I look thinner at this weight. I am trying to lose 5 to 10 pounds, but gain. So I don't want to lose, and I don't want to gain, but I want to appear like I lost, if you know what I mean, because I'm gaining muscle and I'm really, really like, trying to strengthen a lot and build a lot of core muscle. So that's good. I'm no longer really keeping track of the scale, to be honest with you at this point, because I'm so disciplined and because I'm doing so well with my maintenance of weight. I am no longer keeping track of what the scale says. I'm keeping track of my measurements, my body fat, body mass index. That is what I'm really keeping track of at this point in time because I'm getting ready for plastic surgery. Now, I'm still in between 3 doctors. I am going to be making my choice of which doctors what doctor I'm going to be using or what surgeon I'm going to be using. I'm going to be making that choice within the next 2 months, and you guys will have a whole detailed live about just plastic. So just bear with me. In 2 months, you guys will know, 2 to 3 months, you guys will know where I'm going to go, when I'm getting it done, what I'm getting done. And I'm going to get a lot of stuff done. So I can't wait for that. And I can't wait to bring you guys on that journey. When were you able to eat brown rice, wheat toaster, carb balanced tortilla? I'm 2 months post-op. All right, Precious. So I didn't eat any of that stuff for a whole year. For the first year, the reason why I was so successful in losing all the weight was because for the first year, I did not cheat. And it doesn't mean you're cheating if you eat that. You can totally eat whatever you want as long as you are maintaining your macronutrient goals. So you want to make sure that you set your macros properly. You want to make sure, if you want, go look at my YouTube videos and it'll explain what macros are and all that stuff. I've done plenty of videos on those. However, as far as what I ate the first year, I really didn't touch any of that stuff. I didn't have candy. I didn't have fast food. I didn't have any of that stuff. I had everything prepared. And in the videos, you guys will see that. Anyway, so I'm going to be getting done now, you guys know I have tons of loose skin. I've shown it all the time on here. And this is just a compression garment. I'm wearing my my arm compression garments. So that's why it looks like there's no loose skin. But this thing hangs down to here. Trust me. If you guys don't believe me, go to my YouTube and you'll see all the loose skin that I have. I have tons of loose skin here on my belly. My boobs are super saggy. Trust me, my body has not changed much. It's just gotten a little smaller, but it's still a lot of loose skin between my thighs, my stomach, on my sides here, my arms. I have tons and tons of loose skin, which I will be getting all removed this year. So with that being said, I'm going to be making my choice as per what plastic surgeon I'm going to be using. I have been doing consultations and I have been doing all of that. How are we supposed to know when to change our macros? Dios, you are supposed to change your macros every time you lose 5 to 10 pounds. That is when you change your macronutrients. Precious, what's your channel name? Sue Lady VSG. So if you go to Instagram, my Instagram is Sue Lady, SUE LADY, like Sue and Lady, VSG. YouTube is the same thing. Sue, SUE, Lady, LADY, VSG. You'll find me there on both of those. So I'm going to be getting a lot of stuff done. I'm super excited. A lot of people were asking me, what is the brand of arm compression garment? I use Leonisa. If anyone wants to know what compression garments I use, I have posted them in the past. However, it's hard to keep track of what's on here. Send me a message, a private message, and I'll send you links like for Macy's or the exact ones that I got, or Amazon, because I got this one from Amazon. So just send me a message and I'll definitely send you guys the links, whoever needs to know where I got them. I got them either from Amazon or Macy's, and they're amazing. So a lot of people are asking how Chris is doing. Chris is doing great. He's lost a whole lot of weight. We are no longer together. However, he's lost tons of weight and he's doing really good. I coached him for almost the first 6 months after surgery. He had it done last summer in June. And I was coaching him and just letting him know what to do and, making sure that he was doing everything he needed to do. And he did a great job and he's lost tons and tons of weight. I believe now he's like 200 pounds. He was like 270 or something like that. So he's doing really, really good. I'm really proud of him. Other than that, more updates on how I'm doing. So the last time I posted a video of me going through an episode. Oh no, Crystal, don't be sorry. It's for the better, trust me. But thank you, Crystal. So let me see. Do you have a nutritionist? I guess I don't know how much protein, carbs, sugar, etc. I'm supposed to intake. I'm almost 5 months out. Dios. So I am now a certified nutritionist. So I do not go to a nutritionist. In the very beginning of my weight loss journey, I did see a nutritionist, but I went through like 4 nutritionists because a lot of them do not specifically specialize in VSG. They say they do, but they don't, because they don't really give you macros. They don't really do all that. And it was really annoying. So I just went to school and I got my license in nutrition, and I have been researching for years prior, and I've worked in the medical fields prior. So I recently got my board certification as a nutritionist. And so that's why I know what or how to keep track of my nutrients and my macronutrients. The best thing I can tell you is go to the YouTube videos. I do give a lot of information on there. I don't use these lives to really go through that because I've already done it. But if you guys go through the YouTube or even go through the old videos here on Pompeii, it'll show you a bunch of videos that lives that I've done about macros and what to eat, things like that, or suggestions. Let's see here. Precious, can you shout my YouTube channel out? Trying to get my channel off the ground. Thank you. So Precious, I don't really use this platform to do all that. However, the best thing you can probably do is, go on Instagram and use a lot of hashtags. That's how I did mine. Let's see here. Eileen, congratulations, girl, for your certification. Proud of you. Thank you so much. It's something that was a long time coming, and I am now I have 6 patients, bariatric patients who I actually have been coaching for the past 6 months, and they've all done so good. So I'm so excited about that. If I may ask, where did you go to become a nutritionist? I used NASM. So now there's 2 ways you can actually get your nutrition license, but I'm actually getting a clinical license as well. I'm currently enrolled in college to actually get my degree, but I did get a certification as well. So before getting the degree, I got the certification so that I can go ahead and actually coach people properly. And I did it through NASM. And I'm also doing an actual degree in health science and nutrition. So let's see here the other questions. Let's see. Amiga, since you are certified nutritionist, how can I reach out to you to hire you for your... Oh, just send me a DM. I don't want to use Pompeii and their live, and I don't want to use this platform to, boost myself. So if anyone's interested, just send me a DM. I just want to come on here to talk about my life updates and whatnot. Yes, I am Dios. All right, so back to the life updates, guys. So I wanted to tell you guys about what happened in my last couple episodes. So what happened was I thought I was having really bad low blood pressure, which I was. But that was all in conjunction to very low iron. And although I'm keeping track of my iron, the deficiency was real. I hadn't gotten my blood work done when I was supposed to in the summer because my doctor was shut down because of COVID. And I didn't want to go to a doctor's office, to be honest with you, and I was feeling okay. However, I started getting these weird little feelings where sometimes I would be really tired, lethargic, my lips would be white. I would feel like I was about to pass out. I would get these really cold sweats and just feel super, super exhausted. And then sometimes I would have these episodes where I would get up and I would be really, really dizzy and lightheaded. And then there was a couple times where I actually passed out and fell to the floor, in the shower. So I was like, this is not normal. So finally, a few months ago, I went to my doctor. I was like, look, and this was 2 months ago, November. I was like, I need to find out what's going on because this is not normal. I'm eating well. I'm doing everything I have to do. I'm working out. I've lost all this weight and I haven't had a problem till now. So he finally, in December, we did blood work. Blood work came and he's like, you need to go to the hospital. I did blood work on a Wednesday. On that Friday, he calls me. He's like, you have to go to the hospital. And I'm like, what happened? He was like, your hemoglobin, your iron level, which is a hemoglobin, which is supposed to be 14 to 16. It was a 6, a 5 or a 6. And he's like, you need to get yourself to a hospital. We need to do a triple blood transfusion. So I was like, shit. And I've had for years, it has nothing to do with VSG, because for years I've been low iron. I've been anemic since I was about 12, 13 when I got my period. So I finally, and I've had transfusions in the past, as I said before, so it has nothing to do with VSG. When I went to the hospital, they did see me with a gastroenterologist, because of course they're always going to be like, oh, you had surgery in Mexico. They checked everything. Everything was fine. There was no bleeds. There was no nothing. They said that everything was good as far as VSG goes. Now they checked my hemoglobin and it was because of my low iron. They did 3 blood transfusions to get me up to at least 8 or a 9. And then they said, okay, we need to see you at the private office to do iron infusions. And we need to do that every week. So for the past 6 weeks, I've been doing iron infusions 1 to 2 times per week. Thank you, Michelle. I'm feeling so much better after the iron infusions therapies. I'm doing so much better. I do not get dizzy. I also don't have the need to eat ice. Before, one of the things or signs of knowing if you have low iron is when you have to like eat a lot of ice, or you're like addicted to eating certain things. Like I was like on snacking bacon all the time and ice, like every day. I had to have Sonic ice. I haven't had that since I did my transfusion, since my iron has been up. Right now my iron's at 11.2 after 7 treatments. I still have about 4 more to go, because they want me to, obviously they want to get me up to a normal level. But every week it's been going up, which is really good. So I no longer have the craving for ice. I no longer have the craving for anything weird. And my iron is coming back up and I'm feeling so much better. And I have not once have I had any, dizziness or anything to that effect. So with that being said, I'm looking at the time. With that being said, I'm doing great now. And yeah, I'm just looking at the time.
With our triple process.
So, that's really it. I have been eating really well, keeping track of my macros still. I wasn't able to go to the gym the way that I'm used to, but the doctor just cleared me to be able to go back, which is great. And I've been going back. I went back to running. For a few weeks, I couldn't do any of that, obviously because of the low iron and being tired and stuff like that. It really wouldn't have been feasible for me to do that, or smart for me to do that. So I'm really, really glad to be able to be back and just really be able to go back to my normal things. As I said before, being a nutritionist now, it's amazing because I have, I work with a bariatric surgeon, and now I've been doing a lot of work with bariatric patients, and I just really understand food now, more than I did before, even though I did a lot of research before. And of course I was successful without the certification. I just feel like I'm in a much better place now as far as my routine goes and my maintenance. I've been in maintenance now for about 6 months for my weight, and I'm so happy, even though some people are like, wait, you were like 137. And I'm like, yeah, I was 137. Now I'm 150, but I look smaller and I'm physically smaller with measurements. I want you guys to understand, you don't have to keep track of the scale. I used to keep track of the scale daily. I used to write it down weekly. But I've learned that you also have to make sure that you check your muscle mass, you check your water weight, your BMI, your BMI percentage, your body fat index, your body mass index, and your body fat percentage. So all of these things I'm keeping track of. I'm also keeping track of my macronutrients as I've always, and I'm still logging everything. This is so important. I can't explain to you how important it is to keep track of what you eat. I'm still almost 2 years out, and I still to this day track everything I eat. And I am telling you that is the only reason why I've been this successful at the weight loss. I know that me keeping track of what I eat and logging everything is the reason, because every week, if I see there's a change or fluctuation somewhere, I go back and see what my macros were the week prior, and then the weeks that I was more successful, and then I just go back to that and see what differences I'm doing, what I'm eating differently. There's no way that you can keep track of what works for you macronutrient wise if you don't keep track of it. So I tell my patients this all the time. I'm like, guys, if you want to be successful, you need to know what's going in your body regularly. You can't eyeball it. If you eyeball it, there's no telling exactly how accurate that is. So every time you want to try to go and replicate what you did on the weeks that worked, there's no way, because you didn't log it. What do you track it on, an app or just like a journal? That's a good question. So I actually have weight loss templates. If you want to know about them, I can send you the links on my YouTube so you can check them out, and you can go ahead and DM me or send me a personal message. But if you want the free version, all you got to do is get like Berrytastic. Berrytastic works just fine. And it's free. It's an app. And you can log all your food on there. The difference between Berrytastic and and this is not for these little haters on here that want to go and, say, oh, she's trying to get on here to, publicize her templates. I've been doing that for a long time, and it's helped a lot of people. The difference between the app and the actual templates that I have is that the templates actually let you do more than just food. So it lets you track your measurements, your weight loss, your journaling, everything all into one. And it gives you kind of like time for yourself to dedicate to yourself, to be able to just take a few minutes per day. And I feel like that helps a lot, especially with your mental health. So you can use both. I use both in conjunction, and I feel like that works the best, and so do my patients. Anyway, yeah, so that's basically what I do. So I have to get going. I'm so happy to have talked to you guys. I miss this Pompeii Facebook group. I'm gonna be back soon because I'm gonna give you guys a body update. A lot of people have been asking me, like, do you have loose skin? I have tons of loose skin. I know how to hide it really well. I use a lot of fajas, compression garments, and I'm going to come on here maybe this weekend. I'm not going to promise when, either this week or this weekend. I'm going to come. Oh, hey, Edith. I'm glad you love the templates. I'm going to be coming on here, and I'm going to show you guys my loose skin and give you guys a progress on my loose skin because I want to document everything before getting plastics. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. And it's been a pleasure talking to you guys. I'll be back soon to give you guys more updates and skin updates and everything and talk to you guys about what plastic surgery I'm going to be getting in detail. Once I know the exact doctor I'm going to be using, I might or might not be going to Edith. I'm so proud of you. 80 pounds is amazing. Aileen, I'm getting plastics done sometime this year. I'm still between 3 doctors. I don't know yet if I'm going to Mexico. I might not go to Mexico because Pompeii doesn't have it available yet. And there are other doctors here in California, New York, and in Mexico that I'm looking at. I've already done 3 consultations, and I've videotaped all of them. So